Hi, this is Tracy with Salad and Wine, and today we are going to make a wonderful Chinese chicken salad. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to marinate the chicken. So I bought a couple of organic free-range chicken breasts, and I'm just going to put them in a bag, and I am going to marinate it in honey and soy sauce. So the first thing you do is you go and make sure you always get raw, local honey, and just put a couple tablespoons in a bag. And it's kind of hard to get out, so I'm making a mess here as usual. So you just kind of scrape it, because the trick is the squishy. So I'm going to take some soy sauce. Actually, it's not soy sauce, it's tamari, which is organic, gluten-free, healthy soy sauce. And then I seal the bag and get all the air out of it. And that's the fun part. I squish it around. And all you gotta do is just get it all squished up. You get, whoa! Oh my gosh, you see that? Okay, that was hilarious. So you gotta make sure your bag is sealed first. And I got soy sauce all over my counter now. Oh well. That was funny. Anyway, so you just squish the chicken all around and put it in the refrigerator. And what I do is I roll it like this, so that it's all like sitting in the marinade. And I put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and then we're going to grill it on the Traeger. And when we come back, I'll have the chicken prepared, and we'll assemble the salad and make the dressing. In order to prep the salad, the first thing we really need to do is toast the almonds. So what I do is I take the almonds and put them in the toaster oven. Okay, I set the toaster oven for 250 for 20 minutes. See, 250, 20 minutes. And then when it hits 10 minutes, so I set the toaster oven for 250 and for 10 minutes. And then it automatically turns off, and then I let the almonds just sit there for a while. They toast up, but the oven is off, and then once they're cool, they get crispy. Today we are featuring Satori Vineyards, and this is their Chardonnay of the Pink Ray. It's really cute. It's got like a little pink cap on it. They're very clever and creative over there. And I love this wine. Oftentimes, Pete and I, my husband, we go to this really great place in Gilroy called Splendid Feet. And we have to drive right past Satori Vineyards on the way. So sometimes we stop either before or after and have a quick glass of wine over there in their wonderful, whimsical garden. So, I love this. Look how pretty a pink it is. And Sandy described it to you already. So let's have a little taste. Very crisp. Very nice for a super duper hot day. It's like 100 outside. The base of the salad, what I like to do is I like to do a little bit of Napa cabbage and a little bit of romaine. Give it a nice mix. And I like to have Chinese chicken salad shredded very finely. So I just start with a nice butcher knife and chop away. Beware of it. So I'm very not really good with knives. I had to get stitches a couple times. So today I'm going to be very careful. I already have one little oops, so I don't want to have any more. So I slice it really, really thin, and then I go back through and finally chop it. Another great thing to do is use your kitchen shears and chop your salad that way. So here I'll put the bowl so you can watch the layering. Okay, some of these pieces I didn't quite chop good enough. Okay, now I've got some romaine, organic romaine. I got it at a little fruit stand. Honestly, I don't remember the name of it, but there's a great little fruit stand on the way home from the beach in Watsonville on the corner of Highway 1 and 129. And so sometimes I go there and get organic strawberries. They're pretty reasonably priced, and we go to the beach every Friday in the summer only. I wish I could go every Friday, but we go to the beach every Friday, so I like to stop there and grab some organic strawberries. And so there we go, nice and fine. And I like to do this and then mix it, so it's all mixed around and blended up. Okay, so wipe down the knife and the cutting board. There's something about the food energy that you just don't want to mix the flavors, and people who are big into macrobiotics actually can tell when you do that. It's kind of interesting. I have no idea how they figure it out, but they really do. So then you take a red bell pepper and finely julienne that as well. Okay, so I just like to julienne the red pepper really nice and thin, and then I'm going to cut it in half. I love red bell pepper. I really like them on the barbecue. That's yummy. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic. So I julienne them and then slice them in thirds. And add that. When you eat food, I love having lots of color because the colors all have different nutrients. Well, the foods with the colors have different nutrients. The colors don't actually have nutrients, but I think you know what I mean. So we'll do the whole thing. Okay, so we've got that all nice and done. And my recipe will be posted online so that you can just print it up easily. And then we have green onions. So we have to cut those little spiky punk head, look like little punk rocker heads. Oh, my brother was a punk rocker. Anyway, so you cut off the little heads, and anything that's like, see how it's like kind of limp? Just get rid of it. We don't want any limp food. So just cut off the punk rock heads and pull off anything that's limp and not looking so good. Sometimes that happens rather quickly. So one of the reasons I like to buy local and organic is because it's fresh. So a lot of times when you buy produce and it's from like other countries or across the nation and they have to ship it, then in order for it to be fresh they have to pick it green. So you don't get quite as many nutrients in like a green food that's not like at its full, you know, ripeness. It needs to be picked and eaten. So we have a garden, and my husband loves to go out in the garden and pick stuff, and then we make food with it. So tonight we're going to barbecue some zucchini. And actually, so I just take the green onions. There was probably like 6 of them. I just bought a bunch of green onions. They come like in a bunch. And then I love onions because they're nice and zippy and got a lot of good flavor. So I put the So we gotta clean up our mess again. There you go. So next we have the carrots. And what I'm going to do is cut the ends off. And I'm not going to peel them. The best part about the carrot is in the skin. So what we do is we just shred it, and the skin and all those good vitamins that are in the skin go straight into the salad. And you can use a food processor, or you can shred it this way. And I feel like washing my food processor, so I'm just going to do it this way right now. I love carrots. with hummus. I used to buy those baby carrots, you know, but I don't buy them anymore because I don't think they're as good for you. It's better just to have a regular old-fashioned carrot, no process, just a real carrot. And honestly, like last night we had people over and I did not peel my carrots. I just cut them in thin slices and dipped them in hummus, and they were awesome. But I didn't peel them because they don't need to be peeled. They need to be washed. Okay. Let's see. Look how nice that looks. That's primarily for color. There we go. Ah, one carrot's good enough. I don't need two. And then we have the toasted almonds. Remember we toasted the almonds in the, what is that thing called? Oh, the toaster oven. So we toasted the almonds in the toaster oven, and then we will add those. But you know what, honestly, I'm not gonna add them now because you wanna add them right before you eat it so they retain their crunchiness, okay? But these are our toasted almonds that we cooked up. So now we're gonna make the salad dressing. So the first thing we need to do is take the apple cider vinegar, put it in the blender, and I have my blend tech because I love my blend tech. And then 2 tablespoons of agave. Love agave nectar. So now we've got a little sweet and we've got a little sour. And we're going to use a half a teaspoon of tamari, a half a teaspoon of sesame oil, which I absolutely love sesame oil. It's so awesome. And Worcestershire sauce, just like a dash, okay? Turn on the blender. And just pulse it a little bit, just so it blends a little bit. Splashing all over. Then take a half a cup of olive oil. And put it, you gotta put the cap on, and then just push dressings. There you go, mix it right up. So the only thing left to add is the chicken. Let's pull the chicken off of the barbecue, and it's nice and golden. I'm going to chop it up into little bits and chop it up into little bits, and then let it kind of shreds a little bit when you chop it because it's still warm. And then I'm going to let it cool and add it to the salad when it's nice and cool.